2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. Alongside me in the booth is my mate Rich Beam, and out on the course as always is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. The energy in this city has been palpable this week. It's always a fantastic tournament. We can't wait to bring all the action to you. Now to the first hole. Time to turn our attention to the live player. In fact, before we do that, should we dig a little deeper into this rivalry that's been brewing between our featured player and Collin Morikawa?
Luke, Collin Morikawa just loves to win. He's like an assassin with that baby fade. If I was his featured player, I'll pick someone else to build a rivalry against.
Oh, that's good stuff, Henny. Appreciate the intel, and I'll be interested to see if our featured player can take down the great Collin Morikawa. This is her second shot. They caught it really clean out of the rough. This one could work. This is a lengthy putt here. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt goes downhill and breaks to the right.
Oh, this is a good-looking putt. She's hit this very nicely. Come on.
Oh, you did not.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yes, par 5 is pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
That's heading into the rough, I think. Setting up for this one in the second cut. Going with the 3-iron. All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it? Now over to Collin Morikawa.
Yeah, he's looking good now. Up ahead in this matchup.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. Bogey putt coming up here. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
She's got 10 feet, her favourite distance from today.
That was a decent putt there. Holds it for bogey. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guarantee of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Can she make her par on this one? Currently at +1 for the day. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the fourth hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. 16 feet to the hole.
She's been really putting in the work to read this putt. It's a big putt. It's to go in front of Colin Morikawa.
Starting this one way out to the right.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. How about this effort from JT just a little while ago?
Look at the touch that this man possesses.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. And it's a one-stroke par four for our leader over the field. Rich, the fifth is a shortish par four by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface. That's in the sand. And that's safely on the surface, but still some work left with the putter. 14-footer.
Trying to save a par here.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
And a touch of frustration popping in there as the putt just missed the hole. And this one will be for bogey. And that will drop her to 2 over for the tournament. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
She's played that one nicely. This one from about 160 yards out. Time for a little bit of focus here. This is a lengthy putt.
She's got this putt to tie Morikawa.
Starting this one out to the right, but it should swing back around.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
Currently at 2 over par. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5 is a lovely hole.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped. You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
Good choice. Go with the 3-iron.
Oops. This one's headed for the rough.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer. This would be her first birdie of the day. Penny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
It's just the slightest bit of break, and it's moving right to left.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. trailing by 7 after that hole. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot. If you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, you're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
That one's heading down Broadway. Oh, that just brushed past the hole. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
And that putt will drop. Well done. We've got Sam Burns in the lead as we head to the next hole. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This one looks like it's going to take quite a dive right to left.
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line. Oh, what a great roll. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. So, it's level pegging through 9 holes, Rich. Not a bad start to this rivalry. Who's going to put their foot down and power off to the finish?
Well, I'm not too sure, but I sure hope that they do keep the pedal down and start pulling away from the rest of these crowds because these players seemingly on top of their games. This is high caliber golf at its best.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Sitting at 1 over. Not a bad play, that one. Starting this one way out to the left. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Well holed. Let's move on. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're starting it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
Oh, right by the hole. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
A birdie putt awaits. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And that will take her now to even par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. She's standing over her second shot. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Starts off looking good.
Looking good.
And back to the course with the live action. Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
Good effort from there.
Putting for a par now. And down it goes. Now 7 shots behind after that. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
Nearly finding the dance floor there, Luke, off the tee. Great stuff.
Six feet remaining to the cup. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
This would be a great up and down. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. 3 behind our leader. Oh, what about the outcome of this one? It's looking pretty sweet. Didn't that look good for a long time? A 7-footer right here.
Let's keep those doubles off the card.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
What does she have in front of her here, Henny?
By my pacing, she looks to have just over 170.
Okay, that'll work. 12 feet to the cup coming up. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
That's showing some character in my eyes. Good way to bounce back from the bogey by her. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, as we approach the final holes here at TPC Louisiana, the short par 4 16, Rich, it's a good one, but also a challenging one.
Only the brave will take driver out on this short hole. Long irons, hybrids, fairway woods down the left-hand side is just fine.
And that one's headed to the drink. Sitting at 1 under the card.
Ooh, looks like it's sailing left here.
Splash. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. 19 feet to the hole. Oh, she's hit a good putt here. Like the look of the line.
Looking good.
This is a triple bogey attempt here. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Sitting at a couple over for the day. If you want to win at TPC Louisiana, you've got to hit a couple of very important shots late. The tee shot here at 17, Rich, is one of them.
A tee shot that no player likes to face. Water all the way down the left-hand side. The bailout zone out to the right falls away from the green. No fun whatsoever.
This is her second here. Ooh, almost went in. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Sitting at 2 over for the event. The closing hole at TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 will be very tempting.
Ah, absolutely flushed. That's a shame. Should be disappointed to find the water there. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. That's well executed. This one's heading towards the green. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Signing off with a bogey. Well, that's a shame. Unfortunately, unable to make the cut this week, Beamer. That'll hurt.
Now the next question is aisle or window. I'm telling you, it's a terrible feeling missing the cut, but you learn from all the mistakes you made, you move on, and hopefully forget about it or fix the problems before you tee it up next time.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.